Send to him as well.
I don't want to be right today.
It's gonna mess about with us, isn't it? Right.
What's that left to do?
Need the invite in for Mr. Kelly. So I believe we are live. What's going on? Anyone who's listening, anyone who's joined,
I hope we don't know how to get out. I don't know.
can you hear us?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay, so you can hear us. We'll start with that. Welcome. We are gonna get Ben in. Just need to get the link over to him. Swear that one.
Huh?
Swear that one.
Yeah.
Got that sent over.
Still gonna have to record, aren't I?
Yeah.
Just put audio. Listen to him back and come in.
Yeah, so we're live on our YouTube and our Twitch. If you comment on the Twitch, I'll be going between things, so I apologise if I miss anything of your comments. We will catch it on YouTube though. Just waiting for Ben to come in.
Don't even know if that's being picked up. Like the dog.
Didn't you listen on there?
Ma.
See if you can hear him.
I can't be asked for it.
Have to record as well.
No.
Have to record as well.
Oh no.
Yo, what's going on?
You alright?
Can you hear me?
Can hear your sound. No centre stage thing tonight now.
So I can say it now for you if you want, like. I don't even know where it is. A little dramatic tune for you.
Yeah, the man of the hour, so you know it's understandable. How's things going? Are you alright?
Yeah, good, lad, good. Not long to go now, so I'm just excited.
Sad. So we are live. We're gonna record it as well, so we've got audio for our thing.
Sweet.
So I'm ready. Yeah, so we are recording now. Jump straight into it, lad. So obviously you're back. Your fight's been announced. You're at FCC. Been there a few times. Happy to jump on there. But before we get into your fighting that, obviously it's a sick card. Is there any fights you're looking forward to seeing as a fan, if you're able to?
To be honest, I don't even know. After get on the card, I'm not gonna lie. But I'd have to say Jake McHughes.
Yeah.
I know how good Jake is from the gym. You know, his grappling's unbelievable, and his striking. He's been doing a striking with me, so I know how good the striking is as well. But he's a special kid, to be fair, lad. So that's the fight. I'll be watching that fight no matter what, like. But
yeah,
that's like only the fight I'm really excited for, to be honest.
Yeah. Are you coming out with him, or?
Nah, I won't be in this corner. No, I won't be cornering. I'll be sat in the crowd watching, like by the cage, but I won't be shouting and screaming. I'll be saving my energy for the big one.
yeah, definitely.
So speaking of the big one, obviously you get a rematch with William Haycox. About the first fight, then. So we haven't seen it since we wasn't set up at that time. We went, you know, a podcast at that point. How did the fight go for you? How did it play out in your mind?
The first one, I was a young kid. I think it was 17, 18, something like that. It was a good fight. He was number one in the country at the time, so it was a big test. I was on the arse end of the IMMAF as well, so you know, it was like a weird time, to be fair, but it was exciting. I felt like I'd done well, considering he was meant to be the number one in the country. Nearly had him in the fourth. I think it was back and forth at even fights since then. Probably he was just nudging it, but that fourth round could have easily been a 10-8 until you got the choke at the end of it. So if I could do that when I was 18, and you look back to our fought then compared to our fight now, it's tenfold what I used to do. So it's an exciting fight for me, and I can't wait to get that win back.
Yeah. Is it what was your sort of reaction when you got the fight offer, considering what went down in the first fight?
I had a funny feeling I was going to get offered it, to be honest, when like when my hand healed and then seeing he turned pro and I seen he got his first pro win. I had a funny feeling I'd get offered it, but I didn't think it'd be this soon, to be honest. But so I don't say no to anyone. The first name Rimmer gives to me just says yeah, and then as long as Rimmer's happy with it, lad, I'm happy with it. So it's to me, lad, it's just a name. I'm not that asked, you know what I mean? So I was excited, and that was like one of the losses as an amateur that got to me, because I knew I could have won it. Like I was shown in that fourth round that I could have won it. It weren't that I got dominated the whole fight, or I was out of my depth. So I knew I was at that level back then.
Yeah.
So again, we're like 3-4 years ahead now, so it's going to be bigger and better.
Yeah. You sort of touched on it a little bit with the last question as well, but how much has your game improved since that first fight with him?
Lad, I'm not even the same person from back then. I was still a kid back then. I still am now, like, but I was still going out with my mates, going out on weekends and stuff like that. Obviously, when I was in fight camp, but that shit still plays a toll on you. Didn't do S&C, didn't lift weights, I didn't fucking train like I train now, and I didn't take it as seriously. It weren't like my job back then, you know what I mean? So I had little part-time jobs here and there. Like now, this is my job, lad. So it's this time I'm fully focused, and you only have to look at my performances from after that fight, and that just proves here that's the turning point in my amateur career. You look at my fights before then, I look like an amateur, and then for every fight from then, I look like a professional fighting amateur or a high-level amateur. So it's that fight was like the turning point in my amateur career, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, what do you make of his sort of turn around after the fights? Did you think he's improved much, or?
Well, lad, you can't not improve. In 3 years, if you've been training and fighting, you can't not improve. Like, you have to be next level shit to not improve. You know what I mean? It's he's definitely improved, but I just don't feel like he's improved at the rate I have. nowhere near the rate I have. He's still does a few things that he done back then, and like, to be honest, he hasn't fought no one really since he fought me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not giving talking shit to the kid. I don't mind him. You know what I mean? Like, he was signed to me after it. We show him respect, and I've seen him at the FCC as well, I think, and he let on and that. So, I'm not talking shit to him, but I generally don't think he's improved at the rate I have, and he hasn't fought no one since. You look at all the kids he's fought since then, they're all fucking less records, shite, and he was touching 8, 9, 10 and 0 pro, amateur, sorry, and I was like the biggest test he had as an amateur, and at the time I was only 18, so that's saying something, that, you know what I mean? It's,
yeah,
you need, he doesn't have the same way of looking at fighting as I do. He doesn't look to fight the best every time around. He fights someone good, then a few kids shit, someone good, then a few kids shit. So he's got a different way about it, but obviously it's working for him. He had a nice amateur record, and now he's got a nice pro one as well.
Yeah, definitely, mate. So a bit of a random one, but obviously when we last spoke to you, we had Matt on as well. We asked him straight out, who's you going to see, you or Dan? And he ended up saying Dan. How do you feel now he's going to see Dan rather than yourself when he trains with you every day?
I can't blame him. Like, fucking hell, his brother's fighting for the title eliminator, I think. So can't blame him, lad. But I know he'll be watching it, lads. You know what I mean? I know on the slide, lad, he'll be in the car park. Dan's fight just finishing, he'll be in the car park waiting for the decision and then sprinting over. So I know Bonner will be there, lad. It's one of them. I always like to take the lads out of the gym with me. Like, I don't like not being the lads not being there. I like it to feel like it's just another day in the gym. So yeah, I think you're going to the FCC, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so lad, you'll see, lad, there'll be like a big next gen entourage, lad. There'll be fucking most of the fighters are in there, lad, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
Well, cracking jokes, it'll be like the next gen show, even though we've only got 3 fights on. So it's the way it always is, and it's the way I like it, lad, to be fair.
Yeah. He can do you a favour and buy the pay-per-view, can't he? Give you a little little thing for you. Watch it at the same time.
I know, I need to find out how much they'll get off this pay-per-view.
It's decent, like, isn't it? Like, what they're doing. It's especially for the amateurs and the pros.
Yeah, it's good. It's good that they're doing it for the amateurs as well, to be fair, lad. I didn't get nothing like that as an amateur, but yeah, it's good that obviously you'd rather sell the tickets and get the people there. That makes a bigger difference, like, but I've got mates who can't make it, who don't live here or live too far, and maybe some of them have got work and shit like that. So it's good that the lads can still watch it for a start. It's good that they're putting a live stream on, but then it's good that us fighters can still make a little bit of commission off it, like if we were selling the ticket to the person. So it's good that they're doing that. It's again, lad, it's just, you know what, the money, like in the MMA, lad, the money in MMA is shite. So
yeah,
any little extras is, yeah, you can take it with the open arm.
Yeah. Do you think FCC is sort of lead the way with that, with like other promotions? Obviously, you got like Almighty. I think they'll follow.
I don't know. I think a few places will follow. Like, I don't say they're leading the way. You know what I mean? I don't think like anything they've done's outstanding.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they're fucking paying us a good fucking wage that competes with the like. It doesn't even touch close to the UFC. Like, not even a tenth of what the UFC pay us. So they're not leading the way, but they're doing some good stuff. Like, I know Almighty do the bonuses that FCC don't.
Yeah,
I've had one of them before. That's good. You know what I mean? But they all have the little pros and cons. Some places offer more commission on tickets if you sell more. Some people just have a flat rate. It's one of them. Like, they both got the pros and cons. Well, they've all got the pros and cons. Sorry, but I wouldn't say any of them are leading the way. Like, it's still a long way to go.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned about Jake fighting, obviously you got Matt Camilleri fighting on there as well. Is next gen going 3-0? Is that going without saying?
Yeah, 100%. Lad. Like, it's funny that I'm the only one that's not a grappler on the show, lad, or at the gym. Jake's a fucking high level grappler, and if he just done grappling, lad, he'd do good things, but he's doing MMA and he's still going to do good things. Matt Calamari, you know what he's like, lad, he's fucking gets older, lad, he's not letting go, he's like fucking glue. So I can't see them two not winning, to be honest. It's I can't wait to watch both of the fights. It'll be hard to catch Matt's one, to be honest, after my fight, like how much shit you have to do after your fights and go and see everyone and fucking, you're on cloud now. So I will try and watch Matt's, but Jake's I definitely will be watching, and it's 3-0 for the lads. I've just been speaking to one of the lads there, Blaze. Our record this year, we've got 15 wins, something like 2 or 3 losses. And we've added the 15 wins. We've got 13 finishes in the gym so far. So it just proves what the gym's about, you know what I mean? But not just about winning, but about getting them finishes as well. So I wouldn't be surprised to be seeing 3 finishes that night as well.
Yeah. And you mentioned that it's going to be like a lot of next gen there with you as well, even lads who aren't fighting and stuff like that. Does that sort of ease pressure for you a little bit, or do you not really feel pressure?
Nah, lad, whoever says they don't feel pressure is chatting shit. Simple as. Simple as. Lad, you feel the pressure, lad. You wake up and your ass is going a bit, but I just like it because it's, lad, the worst thing about fighting is sitting in the changing room waiting to fight, because it's the most exciting time, but the fucking worst time at the same time, because it drags. It takes so long. It feels like your day's going by like it's fucking, you're back in school, lad, you know what I mean? But when the lads are all there and you're cracking jokes, any nerves that you do have, you don't even think about them, because by the time you finish cracking a laugh and you get ready, you do your warm-up and you're out, you know what I mean? It's good to have all the lads there supporting. I go and support all the lads, and the lads do the same. It's just that family thing that we all do, you know what I mean? It's one of them, lad. It's always better to have more of you, and I prefer it, mate. Like in the back, I hate it when it's too serious and everyone's snarling and all shit like that. So I like seeing familiar faces and cracking a smile.
Yeah. And you've got to get there quite early, haven't you? Because obviously you do your medicals and stuff, and you go through all the rules and that. So
like them shows are a ball. Like you have to get there for like 3, and then you don't fight till fucking 9:30. There's 17 breaks and fucking 3 warm-ups. So they're a pain in the arse. Some of them are getting better, like, to be fair, with how fast the running order and that, but them fucking breaks, mate, the killers. You be there from 3 o'clock. Like, I went to that Almighty in Barnsley the week, lad, that was a long day. I was there from like 1 o'clock, got home at like 11:30, 12.
Yeah.
And thank fuck I went fighting, like, but it's a long day, you know what I mean? It's I just get my head down for a few hours first, and then wake up, have a little laugh with the lads, and then get ready.
Is that what you do even when you're fighting, or just when you're supporting?
I don't sleep when I'm supporting, lad, fucking hell. I sleep before my fights, yeah. A little nap in the car or in the fucking changes. In the Olympia, I've had fucking sleeps everywhere in that Olympia, lad. It's wherever you can find a spot in there, but it's them little pre-fight sleep, lads, calm the nerves right down. It's good stuff.
No, the little spots in the Olympia and that.
Yeah, lad, under the chairs, like last time, fucking Big Muzz was under like 4 chairs, so no one stood on
it. Just 4.
I know, yeah, but his feet are still sticking out, lad, don't
worry. So you mentioned Jake there being a wrestler. You had another wrestler who got a sick finish last night. What did you make of Jason's fight, lad?
Lad, it was heavy. Me and Blaze, fucking watching it this morning, lad, it was heavy. I didn't think he had it in him, to be honest. I thought he was just going to wrestle fuck the kid and beat him up or fucking get a submission, but when he whipped that out, lad, it was like, fucking hell, where's that come from? You know what I mean? But
you know where it's come from? It's come from next gen, hasn't it?
It has, lad, it has. He fucking can't wait for him to get back over, lad. He's coming back over in a few weeks, so he'll be coming back over to train with us again, and it'll be good to see him again, lad. He's the definition of an athlete, you know what I mean? He's fucking built like a brick shit house, and athletic as they come, lad. Them colleges don't mess about over there, so it's good to have people like him come over, and, you know, he's with his level of wrestling, you don't get that shit over here, so again, it puts us one up on everyone else.
Yeah, I was going to say that, lad. So you see the Brits and everyone always says like that's where sort of Brits fall is with the wrestling and having someone like
Yeah,
that.
it is lad, and it isn't at the same time though, because most fucking English people in the UFC, jits helps them. You know what I mean? Like Paddy, the jits helps them. Fucking Arnold Allen's got good jits. You know what I mean? So it's we don't struggle in the wrestling. It's just we don't fucking have the level. And the pool of death that Americans and Russians and fucking wherever else in the world fucking wrestling.
Yeah.
Everywhere else is separate.
Pretty much, lads. Yeah, fucking Spain probably got better wrestlers than us.
So obviously, I think you mentioned it as well before that you competed at the IMMAFs in 2019. What was that like as an experience for you as an amateur at that age?
Yeah, that was madness. How old was I then? I was just turned 18 then. Went out, lad. It was a good experience, but like I went out with no coaches, mate, because when you go, you have to pay to enter, which is fucking shite, by the way. They need to fucking. I know Emma are sorting, like trying to sort that out now, but back when I done it, lad, they weren't the same people in charge. They weren't Mark Goddard, they weren't Paul Reed, they weren't Paul Kelly and stuff like that. So back then, lad, the fucking organisation was terrible, to be honest. You had to pay for our own flights, hotel, pay the fees. So obviously, lad, back then I was 18. I had like a part-time job or something, so I had to pay for myself, and then my dad helped me get over there as well. So obviously I couldn't afford to pay for a coach to come over for a week and pay their fees to enter, which they had to pay as well. So I went over on my own with the coaches from the English team, and it was a good experience. So it was good. Went over with all my family, so I probably had the biggest fucking support there, to be honest. I had about 15 people there, 12, 15 people there. So to travel with 12 or 15 people to fight abroad, it's very good. And not many people, even at pro level, can say they fought abroad. You know what I mean? I know what it's like now. I know what it is like. Fly over, settle in, try not to fucking. You have to find the right food to eat, where you have to go and stuff like that. So it's I've got that experience in the bag for when fighting like America and all over Europe start coming. I know what to expect from. Not everything comfy in my own house.
Yeah. And that's it. Like you said, it's gonna give you a step above a lot of people, I suppose, already, doesn't it? Because
it
know
does,
what to expect, like you say.
Yeah, like them IMMAFs, like, you don't get no higher level than the IMMAFs really in amateur. Like the UK is the leading amateur thing, I believe. Like it's the UK scene, the best amateur scene there is. Like some of the high level amateurs in the UK could easily be pro and probably beat some of the pros who are 2-3-0 in America. So
yeah, definitely.
To be fighting the top of UK amateurs and then going with the IMMAFs as well, there's literally no other level I could have fought at the top of as amateur. So it's again, that's good to test yourself in them waters and be around people who are doing good things. Like fucking IMMAF always put a list up of like UFC fighters and Bellator fighters who come through the IMMAF. It's like Brendan Allen, who's fighting tonight, he went the IMMAF. You've got fucking Torres, I think. That welterweight's name with the fucking fairy hat from Kazakhstan. Shach Rakhimov or something.
I think I know what you mean.
Like 13-0 or something.
Yeah. People want to fight Hamzat.
Even the IMMAF fight, you know what I mean? So all these little hidden talents get shown to you there before you get to see them on the big stage. And I know in a few years I'm going to be another one for the IMMAF to add on that list.
Yeah, you sort of give us a bit of perspective there as well, sort of like why MMA is like not the best for pay, because like you said there, when you fly over somewhere, you've also got to pay to get your coaches over, and then
like obviously like you have to do that normally as a pro as well. Like if I fought abroad, I'd probably get like one coach paid for. You know what I mean? Like that's the same in the UFC. Like you get two, I think, maybe one or two, something like that. But as an amateur, lad, fucking hell, you don't get paid to fight. So basically, I was paying you to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over here in the UK, I don't pay to fight, but again, I still have to pay for my training. I still have to pay for travel, for fucking equipment, shit, like everything else. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. I'd have to pay for all sorts of that, but it's I'm not moaning about paying for it. You know what I mean? If I didn't like it, I don't have to fucking do it. But it's when it's stuff like to do with Team England, there should be a bit of backing, and I think the people who are behind Emma now, from what I've heard, and from who I know who are part of Emma, they're on the right track to start getting some funding behind it, getting Sport England involved, making it more like an Olympic sport where you get that funding, and even if it's just your fees paid, it makes a big difference when you're a young kid trying to chase some. So
yeah, definitely.
It looks like they're doing the right thing.
Definitely, mate. And so the final one before we let you go, lads. What are we expecting with your activity for the rest of the year?
Active as can be. I know we've got this fight in June. I know there's a Cage Warriors in July, the day before the UFC. I probably won't be on that, to be honest. I probably won't be ready in time. I think it's like 3-4 weeks after mine.
Yeah.
And being realistic, lad, you never end up fighting that soon over unless it's a massive opportunity. So fingers crossed, lad, I'll get back out another 2 times, maybe August and then end of the year, or September and then the end of the year, and then finish the year 4. I have to do the math there, 4-0, yeah. 3 more fights, 4-0. And then, you know, hopefully get beyond Cage Warriors again by the end of the year.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely think you're at that caliber where you can get in.
Yeah, lad, I know I'm at that caliber, lad. I've sparred plenty of people who come to the gym from not just Cage Warriors, from other organisations, and I'll handle my own very well at training with UFC and Cage Warriors champions every day, lad. You know what I mean? So it's I know I'm at that level now, lad. It's just more about showing Cage Warriors I'm at that level. It's all, I can tell Ian Dean, Rimmer can tell Ian Dean, Ben's that level.
Yeah.
But it's their word against fucking no one's, you know what I mean? I have to go and prove it to them. So I'm looking in this fight to go out and make a big statement by beating this kid who's undefeated, was the #1 amateur, and putting a show on and putting a good performance in, getting a good finish. And there's no way I'm not getting signed to Cage Warriors after that.
Yeah, definitely. I know for a fact, like, you won't be the only one that goes over there, especially with the Squid. You know, obviously,
the Squid, touching on the door. Like, the kid he beat last just fought on Cage Warriors and got a win. You know what I mean? So, again, lad, it proves that he's at that level. Just, again, he needs to keep showing it, and then keeping the Cage Warriors matchmakers and Graham Boylan, keeping their eye on them. But it's easier said than done, lad, and it's about timing as well. You know what I mean? Like, McCallum could have easily took that fight, but the timing went right. He couldn't have got ready in time and shit like that. So it's obviously the talent. You need to have the talent, but you need to have good timing as well, and that's the biggest thing. Yeah,
definitely. Are you watching UFC tonight?
I'm not saying enough for it, lad. No fucking chance. You're mad, aren't you, lad? I'm not like you, lad. Fuck that. No 24-hour jobs, lad. I'll get up and watch it in the morning, like, but I'm not fucking. I like me sleep more than I like watching the UFC, lad. I'm not doing what you cunts do, lad. Fuck that.
You got any predictions for the 3 main fights?
Had the 3 main fights? You mean the only 3 fights, lad? Who the fuck else is on the card, lad? Maybe 5 more fighters on the card, please, you fucking hell.
Andre Filo, I know he's on there.
Yeah, Jake Matthews, lad. They like the standard because they're on the game and that, lad. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
It is a dry card for the pay-per-view, let's be honest, boys. That's a shocking pay-per-view.
And the last one with Manel Cap and that Bonterin as well. That would have been a good one.
Well, from yesterday, did he weigh in?
Yeah, I think he got sick, cutting weight or something, that Bonterin. So they pulled him, transferred him to hospital, and Cap's being pulled from the card.
I don't even know. But yeah, the 3 main fights. So first one's Joanna Whaley. I reckon Whaley wins that one, like, for being active. Being active, but just Whaley for being active, but you can't write Joanna off, lad. She is good, and maybe the fucking bit of rest done of the world are good, lad, but Whaley's a different animal at the minute.
Yeah.
Who have we got next, lad? We've got
Shevchenko and Santos.
Come on. he's not usually.
Yeah. It's all like that.
Next question, Shevchenko, obviously. Natalia's good though. She beat Molly. She's fucking very good. I reckon this would be one of the hardest fights. Like, I reckon she'll win, but I don't reckon it'll be
straightforward.
It's straightforward. There's like a few of the last ones have been, but I reckon she does get the win there. And then the main, Glover and Yari, that I can't pick on that one. I want Glover to win, like, because he's just like, Glover, innit? You know what I mean? You want him to win, but that Yari, I remember watching him in Prague on like New Year's Eve, like 5-6 years ago. I was thinking, this cunt's good. Like when he won that Ryzen belt, I remember staying up and waking up and watching it because it was Japanese time. I was thinking, fucking hell, this fella's good. And I was about to Jack to see him and think, I feel like one of them MMA scouts on fucking Twitter who watch every fight. But I don't know on that one. It's a hard one, but I reckon Yari it nudge it just from like youth and like I think like the UFC want him to be the next champ as well. To be honest,
I think so.
Yeah.
What do you reckon on them then? Who do you reckon's going to win?
I picked Yuri. I just think his striking's a decent level. I know his wrestling and his ground game probably isn't the best because I spoke to some lad in work and he said Czech fighters don't have the best like wrestling and that. So
it's whether you can take them down though, isn't it? The size of the cons.
Valentina, like it's you're gonna pick her, aren't you, lads? But you never know.
Tell you what, though, if that Santos wins, lad, if you put a bet on it, lad,
yeah.
Wonder what do you know what the odds are? Do you bet on that, boys? No.
Nah, don't bet on them, mate, lads.
Yeah,
it's too risky.
It's too unpredictable.
Don't blame me. I can't bet on that. Lad, the opposite comes in.
Yeah, I'm the same, lad. I throw.
Swear.
Lad, I could put a bet on fucking City to win the league and not get relegated, I swear.
Well, lad, I had a bet on the National and we fucking horse game 4 and it was winning the old time, so
I've had that happen as well, to be fair.
Fuck the National.
One thing I did want to ask you before you do go, so the Twerk King who Paddy's fighting, he mentioned something about being sort of not so embarrassed to get Paddy, but not feeling sort of like and I see him say Paddy picks fights.
He said Paddy picks fights and he's fought shit opponents, so he must have fought shit or something.
He's saying he sort of picked his opponents like Kazula and Vendramini and that, like.
No, well, let's be honest, you don't get to pick and choose. You know what I mean? You probably get picked. You probably give 2 names, and you pick from 2 names who are basically the exact same.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like Paddy's going through the whole roster and saying I want this kid. Like know what Paddy's like. You say half the roster to him, he says who the fuck's that? You know what I mean? He hasn't a clue. So he's not hand picking. He's just picking out of the options that are given to him. So let him think that, lad. There's fucking more fooling, lad. You know what I mean? Let him think about that. Like the main thing, lad, all I've heard from this kid is shit not to do with fighting. You know what I mean?
Like dancing, do you mean?
I haven't heard him say like Paddy's grappling. I haven't heard him say about Paddy's striking, about his wrestling, about anything like that. You know what I mean? It's all about being about who he's fought in the past. Some little snide celebration that he's going to do. That let's be honest, he's not going to do.
Yeah.
And then so lad, he's obviously probably caught up in like the light of fighting the body, you know what I mean? Like everyone now wants to talk to him. He went from everyone laughing at him from Twitter and on Twitter to everyone wanting to interview with him. Oh, you're fighting Paddy. So
so lad, he's probably never done this much media in his career, has he? So
well, that's what I mean, lad. Like fucking hell, lad. How many fights he's had in the UFC, lad? And it's the first time fucking you should probably mention his name, lad. You know what I mean? It's the same with everyone else, lad. The Schmo fucking interviewed him. Schmo probably didn't fucking know who the fuck he was before he got announced to fight Paddy. So it's one of them, lad. It's while he's worrying about the fucking everything that comes with it, with getting that big fight. I know Paddy's focusing on
the fight,
the right thing, and focusing on the fight because everything else that comes with it, it's been coming with him for 5-6 years. So it's not a new to Paddy, and I know he's focusing solely on the fight and not the bits around it, even though on Twitter he's saying he's going to teabag him and Yeah, like that, but
Modern warfare style, yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
bad
lad,
enough now, isn't it?
yeah, lad, he fucking wants to get a COD sponsored if he does that, lad, because I'm not paying, I want it to pre-order it. So
I
a
do-
little free copy would go fucking nice.
We've had Adesanya fucking pump Costa. We're gonna get Paddy fucking teabagging Levitt, man.
That teabagging one will go viral, though, let's be honest. Like, I know you should teabagged a few people on COD in your days, boys.
Majorly, yeah.
You've all done it. You've all done it, man.
It was the go-to thing, lads, after you killed them, just a little 1-2 and then you're off again.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Imagine him being in the game, lad, and it's one of his little celebrations, just teabagging someone like that shit would be fucking legendary.
That would be so funny. Oh,
It'd be like to make it like a strut walk, like kids will be calling it the paddy teabag and that, lad.
yeah.
That'd be funny. That'd be better than the fight, lad.
Yeah, the fucking the baddie baggy.
The bad bag.
Someone to come up with a funny one.
Fucking hell.
So, yeah, man, fucking, we'll let you go, Ben. Fucking always good
Nice
having
one,
you on,
boys.
lads. Nice one jumping on, and as I say, we'll be there at the
Well,
time.
you
So, well, I'll be there. So,
Working, unfortunately, so I won't be able to make it, but
Lad, if you buy
It's a
the
shame,
last
lad.
one, lad, use my code.
yeah,
yeah, I will.
yeah, but
Code
I'd
Kelly, lad, make sure you use it.
be happy to see both of your pro fights now as well, lad. So,
I know, lad, the little, you have to keep it as tradition, lad. That's come to all them now, lad.
I know, yeah. I'm a little fan,
If
lad.
he goes 2-0, like, get a good luck, Jan.
Yeah.
When he goes 2-0, you know what I mean?
Lad, you can be that one that says I've watched every pro fight, lad.
Yeah, don't worry, I will be, lads. Lads, whatever you're doing for the rest of the night, enjoy it. As I
Nice
say,
one, boys.
always good having you on, lads, and
Yeah.
look forward to speaking to you again, mate.
Nice one, boys, and I'll see you soon. See you on the night, boys. I might even see you before it, but if not, see you on the night, boys, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Take it easy.
So you go and see us on the night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
defo.
come to the you can see us.
Defo, man. Definitely will.
And take it easy, fellas.
Take it
good,
easy.
lads.
See you in a bit.
See you later.
Right, so we're going to fuck off now.
Ben
We'll be
Petches-Kelly.
back live on Twitch later for UFC. So yeah, tune in then, watch us, be knobheads. But for now,